News reports have claimed that I'm anti-vaccine or anti-industry. I am neither. I am pro-safety. I support the measles vaccine. I support the polio vaccine. I will do nothing as HHS secretary that makes it difficult or discourages people from taking either. In my advocacy, I've often disturbed the status quo by asking uncomfortable questions. Well, I'm not going to apologize for that.
That is RFK Jr. here up for this big job. And you'll notice what he's doing. He's tacking back towards the actual scientific consensus. He has his style and his rhetoric, but he's not exactly standing by, let alone doubling down on some of his most extreme past claims. He's going back towards the consensus. Then he's adding his language, his take, which he has every right to do as a nominee, casting it as sort of pro-safety or asking hard questions. That's sort of his gloss. So on the one hand, what you're seeing is an individual who has had problems with the evidence and science and the facts, tacking back towards sounding like something closer to the medical scientific consensus. That's what he's sounding like. But what would he really do once he gets through the confirmation hearing? This is not a Trump-era observation, by the way. If you followed, say, Supreme Court confirmation hearings or other big times where you have the questions and the under oath and all that goes on, and then a couple of years later, or sometimes even faster, you find out that what they said to get confirmed doesn't tell you how they would act in office. Now, we're just going to go through the facts here. The nonpartisan AP reports that while RFK Jr. says he's not anti-vaccine, his record shows the opposite. We're not talking about, many years back or a random quote. This was a huge part of his public advocacy. As recently as 2021, he said, if I see somebody on a hiking trail carrying a little baby, quote, I say to him, better not get them vaccinated. Okay? And that's not just about COVID in the context of all the things that, of course, most children get vaccinated for. A 2021 study indicated that online, Kennedy was actually the top spreader of vaccine misinformation on Twitter. Now, that's a combination of what he chose to share and how he was someone who had a following and was amplified. Kennedy also asked the FDA in the pandemic to revoke the emergency use authorizations for existing COVID vaccines. That was him, through Children's Health Defense and other organizations, actively trying to affect policy. Now, RFK Jr. will be running the department, if confirmed, which oversees the CDC, the NIH, the entire Federal Drug Administration. It may not be the Pentagon, but it is the Pentagon for Health, 80,000 employees. And again, we keep track of this, so you don't have to. But if you said, gosh, all that activity, what are they spending? 10 billion? 100 billion? 500 billion? It's $1.8 trillion. And while Congress makes a lot of the big funding decisions, a point that was reinforced by Donald Trump's powerless and ultimately apparently feckless attempt to freeze money he doesn't control yesterday, that trillion-dollar level budget is actually bigger than the Pentagon if you count all the programs. And there are many reasons for that. By the way, some of them are bipartisan, because one thing that the parties have agreed upon over the last several decades is a pretty high commitment to those big programs that have already been sort of wired into our safety net: federal health care benefits for people over 65, Medicaid for people who need a little help under the economic situation that they're in. There's a lot of fighting, but both parties have held firm on that kind of spending, so it adds up. Now, Republicans were pretty positive on RFK today.
Ms. Kennedy, I think I've come to know what's in your heart. I truly appreciate what you're doing here.
I got a real quick question for you. Are you a conspiracy theorist?
That is a pejorative, Senator, that's applied to me.
We believe in science. I'm thankful that you do too.
You are going to do such a solid job. I look forward to seeing you help make us healthy again.
It's really striking because a lot of what you're seeing there is raw politics. If the exact same person 10 years ago were up for this type of post, RFK at the time associated with his famously Democratic family, you certainly wouldn't hear that praise. You might even not get the votes from Republicans. Now, that flip to some degree goes both ways. I will just say, if you're following this story, Democrats have actually been a little more consistent than Republicans because RFK broke so much that not only Democrats, but his own family felt that he broke so much with some basic principles, scientific facts, that he has been publicly criticized by Democrats even before he got closer to Trump. But today, most Democrats on the committee hammered Kennedy on issues ranging from his Trump flip-flop to climate change to scientific misinfo.
When was it that you decided to sell out the values you've had your whole life in order to be given power by President Trump?
Kids might die, but Robert Kennedy can keep cashing in. You're not going to take money from drug companies in any way, shape, or form.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh.
You disagree with Trump. You don't think climate change is a hoax.
He should not be entrusted with the health and well-being of the American people.
This is a job where it is life and death for the kids.
That's some of the back and forth. Then you have the issue of women's reproductive rights and abortion, which, of course, has been huge since Donald Trump's judges reversed 49 years of precedent. Now, on the one hand, this is an issue that's actually above the pay grade of HHS. A lot of those policies come from the administration, no matter who the nominee is. On the other hand, Republicans have taken firm positions on that very issue, often saying that if someone is pro-choice, they don't want to let them near these kind of departments. Well, I just showed you how the Republicans have obviously changed their tune. RFK's longstanding position, though, is well known.
I'm pro-choice. So I've worked, I don't think there's anybody in this country who has worked harder for medical freedom. President Trump has made it clear to me that one of the things, he is not taking a position yet on mifepristone, that he wants me to look at safety issues, and I'll ask NIH and FDA to do that.
You said just now the discussion about mifepristone. Here are the safety studies that tell us mifepristone is safe.
Now, let's be very clear. This one's not complicated. They're talking about the abortion pill. Before Trump's judges reversed Roe v. Wade, this wouldn't even be a debate because the courts had basically protected these women's rights. And I just showed you, again, I showed you RFK Jr. there from 2 years ago. If it makes him look bad, if it makes him look like a hypocrite, if it makes it look like someone who said things under oath today that contradict what he said 2 years ago, that's on him, because I'm just showing you what he said. But he said in 23, no one has done more for women's reproductive freedom than him. I don't know what measurement he used by that, but if pro-choice is here, he was saying he's super pro-choice. And today, he's doing two things. One, he's walking that back to be more aligned with his boss, which does happen in politics. Again, that's not just a Trump-era thing. But two, he's doing something more pernicious, more dangerous, which is abusing real concerns about safety and regulation, which is what the FDA does, by the way, by the science community and the medical community and doctors, not political appointees, but he's abusing that concern, that real concern about safety, to say that might be how they mess with any kind of pill or medication that women otherwise have the right to, with their doctor, use, choose, or not use. Now, Senator Hassan went right at this, noting that medical professionals, with regard to that abortion pill I just mentioned, say it's actually among the, quote, safest medications ever approved by the FDA. And remember, even if you use a vaccine exception standard where some people say they want to choose what to put in their body, which is something that RFK and so many of his followers have talked about, well, again, if you apply that logically, women can make this decision for themselves, whether they have the choice to take a medication like that, put it in their body, or not. And if you want to say, hey, read up on the literature or the safety issues, they can do that too. When you translate RFK's safety jargon today on this fundamental issue, what you get is someone using, exploiting, and abusing the language of safety to actually say he, this Trump Republican appointee man, might use safety to override what they, everyone else, including in this case women, decide to do. This is a preview of some of the issues that could hit at the FDA. And again, not a personal criticism of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's been on this very program back when he was running, but these are his contradictions. These are his problems. And under oath, He clearly walked away from what he claimed 2 years ago, that he was so pro-choice. Kennedy, after dropping out of that presidential race, made it very clear that what he had claimed was an issue with both parties and he's so independent actually turned into wanting to get close to Donald Trump. And this matters as well because, again, when you talk about $1.8 trillion, issues of safety, whether it's your kids or women's rights or what we can believe comes out of the FDA and HHS, well, then his credibility is going to matter. And it was just about 8 months ago, as I mentioned, that if you listen to RFK Jr., pressed under questions on the beat, he claimed none of this was leading up to him liking, agreeing, working for, or praising Donald Trump.
Well, I can explain to you that I'm running against him, so obviously I don't want him to be president of the United States, and I don't think he did a good job. And I think President Trump's and President Biden's administrations have been catastrophic for this country. They've run up a $34 trillion debt.
Would you say roughly equally catastrophic?
I would say they're both been catastrophic.
Both catastrophic. That includes Donald Trump. And if you had a logical exception, you might say, well, it was catastrophic, but you're joining the administration to change it or to do something to help it. But that's not what's happening. We just showed you through video evidence and facts, and some of the senators had the receipts, that in every single way that matters that's been documented, RFK is moving towards the Donald Trump position to defend what he has done, including the first term that brought us those justices who overruled those precedents. And again, using RFK's words, that was the first term by Donald Trump that he viewed as so, quote, catastrophic.